What's up, guys? Trilogy here. Today we're doing another album review. Today we're going to be doing I Never Liked You by my boy Future. Before we get into it, I'm Trilogy with Trilogy Effect. We do music, reviews, movies, gaming, all kinds of stuff like that on my channel. You should definitely check it out. I have curated playlists, all that kind of stuff. So we are still a small growing channel. We're almost at 400 subs, which seems crazy, although I thought it'd be much easier to get to 1,000 subs, but we're almost there. We're working with my boy Future, I Never Liked You. And honestly, spoiler alert, I think this is a pretty good album. Overall, I want to say my favorite album by Future is probably Hendrix, which I was looking at the albums before making this video. I can't believe Hendrix came out in 2017. That is crazy that time has flown so fast that Hendrix, that was a long time ago. But yeah, this album's pretty good. And the crazy thing is that year, I remember Future releasing 2 albums, and before this album, his last album, he hadn't dropped an album since 2020. And I was like, I thought Future did an album every year, but I guess he took a year off, and boy, it shows. If we had any expectation of what was to be expected on this album, February he dropped Worst Day, which was about Valentine's Day, having a bunch of girls, having to make plans for all of those girls on Valentine's Day, which, hate to say, was relatable. But anyways, we're talking about I Never Liked You, which I just want to say, look at this album art. Look at this album art. Future in the burgundy suit with the matching eye mask, just leaned back, relaxed, elegant, poised. Future looks great. I love, not to be like a fanboy, I'm not the biggest Future fan. I'm gonna say that straight up. I'm not the biggest Future fan. He has some really good bangers. His beats do carry the majority of his music. Straight up, he has some really good producers who make his beats, and I think that carries a lot of his music. But I just love the little diamond bracelets that he's wearing. I think that's pretty cool. I'm not a big jewelry fan. I mean, you see the little gold chain, but I'm not a big jewelry fan. On occasion, I'll wear some rings, but I like this diamond chain bracelet. I might have to get one, like in 50 years from now. But anyways, so as far as this goes, if you're new to the channel, I have a rating scheme. So I do a percentile rating scheme. So A is 90%, B is 80%, C is 70%. We all went to school, probably, in America. They all have the same grading schemes. So this album has 16 songs. Out of 16 songs, and mind you, I've only listened to this album once because I wanted to get this review out there. So I listened to it once, and I re-listened to part of it while I was getting ready, setting up my equipment and stuff like that. But overall, I like 6, 8, 9. I like 9 songs out of 16. Like I said, this is just our first listen. After the first listen, some songs you're like, this song really doesn't bang. And then sometimes you're like, this song does bang. So it hasn't got the opportunity to age on me. But if we take 9 divided by 16, that gives this album a 56.25. So that does make this album an F. The thing with music nowadays is a lot of artists put fluff on their albums, like songs that aren't that good. I can't remember the last album that I listened to that was an A rating. Like, A ratings are hard because that has to be like an elegant album. But the thing is, I feel like that makes it an A. Like, this is a great album. This is a great album. That's why it's an A. And there just really aren't that many A albums out there that I can even think of off the top of my head. There's like Take Care by Drake. That's an A album. Beauty Behind the Madness by The Weeknd. That's an A album. Born Sinner by J. Cole. That's an A album. I want to say To Pimp a Butterfly. That's an A. By Kendrick Lamar. These are A albums. And this isn't an A album. There's just a lot of songs that are just skippable, especially at the very beginning of the album. I started this album and I was just like, okay, the album works, fire. Last song I heard by Future was Worst Day, which was fire. I started the album and I was just like, this really isn't hidden. So we had songs like 7, 12 p.m. No, I'm that man, I'm that guy, I'm that dude, whatever. I'm not gonna get my video flagged. You know what it is, we black. That song wasn't really hitting. Keep It Burning, that song was okay. I didn't include it in my liked song because I'm not gonna listen to this song. Honestly, I'm not gonna listen to this song. If it came on and it was playing, I'd probably listen to it. I feel like it wasn't Kanye's best verse, and I wish he would just stop rapping about the whole Kim K situation. Although he did have a funny line. He was like, "I'm the type to buy a house next to you if I miss you." And I was like, dang, boy. If it wasn't real life, that would probably be a great bar. Like, that's a great bar, honestly. Like, yeah. And then we had For a Nut, which the Young Thug verse on here was kind of good. I didn't really like the Gunner or the Future verse. Puffin' on Zooties, that was the first decent song that I liked. Then Gold Stacks was good. Wait For You, sheesh, Wait For You, man. Wait For You goes hard. And Drake, man, both Drake songs on this album are really good. I mean, this one is the better of the Drake songs, Wait For You versus I'm On One. Wait For You is crazy, boy. This was the first great song on this album. And you know what? It's Drake, so what did you expect? Love You Better, short little vibey song. It's actually really good. It's mopey, feeling. It's like a Drake future. Like, he's really singing about his feelings. Love You Better, that's a good one. See, it's kind of slow. You hear the chill beat. Dang, that's deep. Misogyny, that one was okay. It was okay. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't good either. Chickens was good. We Just Want to Vibe, or We Just Want to Get Vibe. That one, I don't remember that one actually. Yeah, that one was good. I remember that. Voodoo with Kodak Black. That song sucked. And sometimes you just hear a feature and you're like, Kodak Black and Future, what would that sound like? I feel like that would be fire. Based off of this song, and I don't know if they collaborated in the past. I don't think so. No, this song's not that good. Holy Ghost, woo! Holy Ghost, now that's one of the best songs on the album, in my opinion. Holy Ghost, Love You Better, Wait For You. Those are probably my top three. Back to Basics is also up there. I'm On One is also pretty good. So the album, like I said, I'd give it like an F, but I had to elaborate and justify why I gave it that rating. There's a lot of good songs on here. And honestly, like I said, I'm not the biggest Future fan, but I'd say this is probably my favorite Future album. I think I like this better than Hendrix, but I do plan on making a tier list on the channel, so I'm gonna re-listen to all the Future albums. So you should definitely check that out. Subscribe if you wanna see that. It should be the next video out. I'm about to get working on that today, and I'm gonna feel masculine and toxic, because that's the Future vibe. But yeah, thanks for making it to the end, guys. My name is Trilogy. Like I said, I do a lot of content like this. If you wanna stay tuned for the tier list, I've also done one on Drake and J. Cole, I believe. But yeah, Future's up next. And if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. If you have an opinion on the album, let me know what's your favorite song down below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
I love the hustle, man. I be feeling like one of them ball playing, like Bird or Magic or something. But if I leave, the fans still gonna love me, man?